Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and this reading is for Friday, July 2nd, 2021. And I'm using the Radiant Rider-Waite, but I have trimmed the cards down so they're smaller. I made them borderless. And I also wrote little all the little astrological glyphs on the the symbols on the cards. So any of you astrologers out there will appreciate this. And even if you're learning astrology, I feel like I'm still learning from astrology even 30 years later. It's just the way it goes. Actually, it's more than 30 years. Wow. Okay, anyway. Friday, July 2nd, 2021. What is it that we need to know in order to heal? Come back home to who we truly are and let our spirits flow freely outward from within. Okay. Friday, July 2nd. And of course, these are timeless messages as well. So if any of these readings trigger a curiosity to know more about something else, you can always just go to the playlist for this. I think I titled it Timeless Messages for Healing or something like that. And then just scan through the titles, or maybe you can just search. Of course you can. You can just go to my, or you can just search in YouTube, Spiritual Growth Tarot, and then whatever thing you're wanting to explore about healing. And there should be something that pops up, because I've been at this for every day for over a year, well over a year. Okay. What is it that we need to know at this time? Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups reversed, Eight of Pentacles reversed, and the Moon. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so with the Eight of Pentacles being reversed for the theme, so it's the Sun in Virgo. Virgo's a beautiful earth sign that loves to work, loves to pay attention, great attention to detail. It's all about making distinctions and then making adjustments based on the distinctions and the discernments that come through. It's like a very, very keen eye on details, and usually cares tremendously about producing great works. But it came through reverse, so this might be, my goodness, it's a Friday. And we are moving into 4th of July weekend. So on just the mundane level, I'm thinking that this card is about, it's not going to be a heavy work day. It's going to either be a short day or a day off. And you might not be wanting to pay attention to details, because maybe you did that all week long and maybe you're tired. And maybe you're in the Pacific Northwest like I am, and it's really hot this week. It's been a really, really hot, crazy week. We've been under some type of like a heat dome. And maybe we want things to be nice and cool, like the moon. And we've just, we're coming through the other side of that full moon in Capricorn that we had, where I think everybody wanted to work hard and get things done. And now we're at this place where, no, we just need to recharge. With the Knight of Cups, it's usually an offer to do something that helps you feel better. It's, the element of movement. All the knights move. That's why they're made of fire. And this one will be fire and water. So it's the movement of something that you're passionate about. But today, we're passionate with doing nothing. We ain't be passionate at all. Now, this could be any day that you need a day off, and especially when it's been hot. When it's really hot, you tend to just do your best, but it definitely curtails going outside and having fun until the sun is down. So on the very, very mundane levels, that's what I'm seeing here. But let's explore some other options maybe on a spiritual level. What can I, because I'm seeing this as being very mundane for the day, but there's got to be a spiritual message in here. So, no passion, no passion. I'm not feeling inspired. It could be that some of us feel like we're in a dead-end career and we can't find the passion to keep going for it, and we can't wait to just go home and lose ourselves in movies and binge watching something and just letting it all go. So trying to find the passion in our work and career can sometimes be a big challenge, but it doesn't always mean that you need to leave the job. Sometimes it can be just bringing in, looking, searching for the new, something new, something that could shift it for you to where you can have a greater degree of success. Because when the Eight of Pentacles is straight up, it's all about, having really high standards in your work. Because you deeply care about it. When the Knight of Cups, well, let's see, let's go back to this combination here, because this is like not caring about it. Basically, I think just wanting to get out of there. So if that's the case in your job and it is a completely dead-end career, then you really need to honor your feelings and start looking for something else. If you're retired, I can just, like I said, it just feels like one of those days when you rest up and get into a little bit more of dream time. It might even be, a nap, a day of lots of naps, or a day of a good long nap where you get in some dream time. Or like I said, a half day, working half day, something like that. But back to the spiritual level, let's see, with this Knight of Cups reversed, it can sometimes be the need to feel disappointments. Because, and especially when it comes to work or the details of our lives, whenever we feel into what we have that we don't want, it does help us create in, the opposite world of duality, or being in duality. It helps us, because we're in duality, knowing what we don't want does help us create what we do want, because we have to figure out what we don't want. We thought we wanted it. We thought we wanted this job that is stable and secure, even though maybe we don't have to think much. If that's the case, some people are gifted. Some people have put themselves in jobs that they don't have to be very alert to, where there's a lot of downtime, and they can do something else. Like they can explore other options. With the Moon card here, that can bring in taking a risk to, go for what it is that you want in the outer realms, from the deep recesses of knowing, honoring what you really want, in your inner realm. And some people have jobs where they watch monitors all the time to make sure others are safe. And it might not feel like there's much attention to detail, but there is a watching, which is a beautiful thing. Let's see, what else could this be? I'm trying to find a spiritual. Now, if you do have a job like that, and that's your career, don't think that it needs to be different, or don't beat yourself up because you don't have to be very alert. I think it's okay. I think it's an actually very creative way to be able to have like two careers. You could be you could be at one job studying for another job, or studying for the career that you really want. And that's okay, and they don't, as long as they know and they don't mind, as long as you do your job well, you're still in integrity, and as long as they know and they don't mind, you guys are all in integrity. It's fine. And that's a beautiful thing. So let's see, but on a spiritual level here, this would be, with this Eight of Pentacles, it would be the opportunity to get in touch with what is, oh, I just heard the word intriguing. And that does go with the moon. Like what intrigues you? What is it where do you want to go, with this gateway? If you're deeply in touch with your deep instincts, and you've made yourself aware of unconscious, subconscious areas that you've needed to clear out, and you're aware, that's the thing is when we're working to find where we're unconscious, we oftentimes don't have to do anything more than just that, than just to figure out, oh wait, I didn't have myself completely in that situation in the past, because the moon does reflect back into the past. And you can see here, it's ruled by Pisces, so it's about the pure totality of, well, it's never total, but I mean, the pure, what's the word I'm looking for? The unlimited possibilities of Pisces, and the pure potentiality. There's potential here, and all you have to do is be aware of fears, old fears from the past, and then you can go, oh, well, that's how it was then, but that's not how it is now, and I can just go along my merry way and create something new. Because the moon is a very, very creative card. And there is a wise unconscious within us. That's like the mystery of life, where if we knew everything that was going to happen, we'd be pretty bored. So it's nice to flow with the mystery of life. And it's nice to have days where we don't have to pay attention to details and we can just dream. This could be a day of envisioning how we want things to be, and be in that experience of having it. And that does create what it is that we want to manifest. And then with this Knight of Cups reversed, it just feels like it's just a day to be kind of idle. Now, if this has to do with a work situation, this could be somebody at work who's not trustworthy and who's not doing their job, and you might have to keep an eye on them because they're just daydreaming. They don't really want to be there. But if you're a person, if you're a boss, or if you're self-employed and you're a boss, or if you're a manager or supervisor, this would be one of those days where you have to keep an eye on people to make sure that their quality, this could be a quality control job type of a thing. Let's see, what else could this be? With the Knight of Cups reversed, it could just be somebody who's a little disappointing. In, in the work area. And if that's the case and it's a pattern, for you, or if if it's for you, then, look for a new job. Like I said, trust in yourself that you can find something better and where you really want to apply yourself. Or if it's a person that's just not a right fit for your company in an employment situation, then there's nothing more than that. It's just when it's not a right fit, people tend to not give their best. And sometimes, they don't know unless, no one knows unless, we go through it, we try it out. In a worst case scenario, this could be somebody who's not producing of, things of any quality, and they're also not letting you know that, and you're going to have to try and catch them because they're deceptive. Sometimes this would be in a worst case scenario. There can be somebody who's got a hidden agenda. But on a spiritual level, this card is just about tapping into what seems to be an illusion and always just looking for the truth. I see these gateways, or this gateway, as being the unconscious and the conscious, but the subconscious is in there as well, of course. And like I said before, we do have a wise unconscious. And this card goes beautifully with, and so does, I see the Strength card is going with this quote that I'm going to say right now from Carl Jung, which is, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. So on the deepest spiritual level, this brings in the law of self-responsibility, where we learn that we create our own reality with the sum total of our beliefs and our passions and what we go for. So I think that's all I have to say with these cards here. I hope you guys are doing well and you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back soon. Okay, bye.